Hi, I'm Curtis Woloschuk. I'm the Director of Programming at the Vancouver International Film Festival. VIFF's 42nd edition kicks off on September 28th and runs through October 8th. This year we'll be in 7 venues across the city using 10 screens. There'll be 138 feature films at the festival as well as 93 shorts, and these films transport us to 70 different countries and allow us to hear 76 different languages. It's a remarkably large program, very expansive, very prismatic, and our special presentations I think are particularly noteworthy this year. We're excited to open the festival with Aki Kaurismäki's Fallen Leaves, which was recently voted the best film of the past year by the International Federation of Film Critics. As well, we'll have new films by Hirokazu Koreeda with Monster, Ken Loach with The Old Oak, and Adam McGoyan with Seven Veils. All these filmmakers have had more than a dozen features screened at the festival in the past. Also exciting, this year we see the first new feature films in 10 years by the likes of Hayao Miyazaki with The Boy and the Heron, Jonathan Glazer with The Zone of Interest, and Catherine Breillat with Last Summer. And also we'll be able to share the Canadian premiere of Sofia Coppola's eagerly awaited Priscilla, kind of a counterpoint to last year's Elvis. The British Columbia films are very much in the spotlight this year. I want to highlight 2 narrative films that truly tap into the province's cinematic potential. Those are Meredith Hannah Brown's Seagrass, which is a highly emotional drama set on Gabrielle Island. Meanwhile, Caitlin Sponheimer's Wild Goat Surf sees dreams undone by circumstance in Penticton. There will also be 4 documentaries that have their world premieres at this year's festival, all centered in Vancouver. Union Street by Jamila Pomeroy celebrates Black Vancouverites striving to build community. Position Healed Thyself is Asher Penn's deep dive into the life and work of Gabor Mate. Wapake by Jules Kostechin is a deeply personal investigation of intergenerational resilience and hope. And Maria Shoot Kita Gol Make the Shot by Baljit Sangra and Nilesh Patel is an intimate exploration of hockey through the eyes of South Asian players. As mentioned, all 4 of those films have their world premieres at VIFF. We're also excited to host I'm Just Here for the Riot by Kat Jamie and Asia Youngman, which looks back at the Vancouver riots in the wake of the Canucks' loss in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup. We also introduced 2 new film series at this year's festival. Focus, Women, Life and Freedom is curated by Faye Ness. It investigates the impacts of patriarchy and misogyny, but also highlights the resilience, the joy, the triumphs, love and beauty that exist even in the darkest of times. Meanwhile, our Leading Lights series invites an award-winning Canadian filmmaker to share work that inspired them in their artistic journey. In this inaugural edition, Anthony Shim, the director of Rice Boy Sleeps, returns to Vancouver to showcase films by the like of Park Chan-wook with Joint Security Area and Lee Cheng-dong with Peppermint Candy that were highly influential on him on his road to making award-winning cinema. Beyond our films, this year we have many events that really complement and enhance the film program. With this curated selection of events that really kind of explore the world of film and film culture. One of the highlights, and perhaps the headliner, is 32 Sounds, an immersive live documentary screening and a profound sensory experiment and experience from the filmmaker Sam Green. He was recently described by Rolling Stone magazine as the greatest documentary you've ever heard. That sense of playfulness and reinvention of 32 Sounds can be found throughout the festival lineup. There's so much to explore, so many roads through these 11 days. We really invite you to join us, choose your own path, and hopefully you find reward along the way. You can find out all the information about the program at viff.org, and we look forward to seeing you at the festival.